Good afternoon, everybody. This is Jason Dulay, and we've got
Glen Gallarde.
Gallarde here with us today. It's a very special setting. It's not our usual JasSuccess interview. As you may notice, we're actually here in person, and one of the reasons why we have this special setting is because Glen's been there since the beginning. Yeah, you've been there since the beginning.
Yes.
When I first started, me and Glen, we knew each other from church before WFHR started, before the VA boot camp, before everything.
Yeah.
And he was one of those people that asked about what I was doing.
Yeah.
And he's actually one of the reasons why I started everything. So for those of you that found success in the VA boot camp and the other courses, you should also be thanking Glen for inspiring the virtual assistant boot camp and WFHR. So I'm very, very happy to have you here with us, Glen. And you've been through a lot. Right now you're doing Thrive Themes development, you're doing WordPress development.
Yes.
But your journey, you've had a pretty interesting journey.
Yes, very interesting. Last year, I decided to quit my corporate job.
You were working in?
I was working in NCR. It's a 100 top company in the world. And I was working there for like 1 year as a data analyst.
As a data analyst.
Yes.
Okay. By the way, guys, if you have any questions for me and Glen, let us know in the comments below on the WFHR live streaming page. I should be able to pull them up. If not, then I'll let my staff know to message me, and I have this handy iPad with me. And let's go back. So you said you were a data analyst.
Yes.
And what happened next? You were doing data analysis, and were you happy with your job?
Before doing data analyst in a corporate job, I was already a freelancer for like 2 years, and I got bored. I wanted to try another thing. Like in a corporate setting, you see your teammates, you work together side by side. So I decided to work in a corporate setting, and then after 1 year, I realized, and I've seen the huge difference working in a corporate and being a freelancer.
So let's rewind a little bit. You were working as a freelancer before you went to NCR, right?
Yes.
And you were doing web development.
Yes.
You were doing web development. And why did you leave freelancing? You said you missed.
Yes.
You wanted to work in a corporate environment.
Yes. After working for a while freelancing, I wanted to try working in a corporate setting wherein you sit side by side with your teammates, your colleagues, and go in the office, time in and time out. A corporate setting do. After that, after a year or so, I've seen a lot of differences, a huge difference between working at home and working in a corporate setting.
And what were some of those differences that caused you to second guess your decision to go back?
Well, number one, I live 1 hour and 30 minutes away from the office, so every weekdays it's really hard for me to commute. Traffic is so bad.
It's getting worse.
It's really worse in Cebu. From my home to office, I spend like 1 hour and a half going in the office and then back at home. So it's like 3 hours just for travel time alone. So it really is a waste of time. That's number one. Number two is it's really tiring. Timing in at 9 a.m. and then going out by 6. So there's no freedom from there from working in a corporate setting. That is only just my opinion. I'm not belittling the corporate guys.
And some people like it.
Yes.
But you didn't like working 9 to 6.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that I have to time in, time out every week to do that, because telling you, I already experienced freelance life before that, so I really miss that time. And I kind of regret.
anything.
I had regrets working in a corporate setting, and there was one time I worked in the office, and I really the whole day I was just daydreaming what my life was when I was a freelancer.
You missed
Yes, because in freelancing, if in the time you wake up, you're already there. Your workstation is already there, so there's no morning commute, and
you don't need to shower.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes I do shower, man.
Okay. You're not like other freelancers.
Yeah. But sometimes when life is tough, it's tiring sometimes.
Yeah, you spend the whole week at home.
Who cares?
So,
No, no one's around. Yeah, and your boss you're meeting your boss online. So
just wash your face.
Yeah, yeah. Half of your body is in a corporate setting, but boxer short. Yeah.
Boxer shorts. Okay, we're a bit more refined than you. So that's because so you missed that life. So tell us about. I remember you had a list, right? You had a pro and con list. About working in corporate versus working freelance, and obviously the working in freelance one.
Yes.
Now. Let me know if you're not okay sharing this, but your earnings before the first time you went freelancing, like how were they?
Compared to my corporate job before, it's really higher compared to it, and comparing it right now, freelancing from the corporate job, it's like I calculated, by the way, it's like 3 times more.
3 times more.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Okay.
And mind you, it's not like 8 hours a day job. It's freelancing. I get to work for like 4 hours a day, and then I get to choose if I work today or not. That's the huge difference.
You can work at your own pace as long as you get things. And you go on we're friends on Facebook.
Yes.
I see you go, like you went to Siargao last month?
No, it's like 3 months ago.
3 months ago, sorry. And then you were on vacation again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always going on vacation. You're living the life, right?
That's a freelance life. I'm just really blessed right now because it's not everyone. It's not in a freelancing life you get to have that luxury. I don't really earn much in freelancing, but what the good thing about it is I also have the freedom to choose when and where to work. So as you see me, I am traveling, but I'm also working as well. So it's not just only traveling, but it's also working anywhere. Yes, workation, as they say.
As long as you have internet.
Yes, but in the Philippines, you really have to Google and make sure the destination has a good internet.
Exactly. So when you transition, let's take a step back a little bit.
Yeah.
When you transitioned over from moving from corporate into going into freelancing, what was the journey there? Weren't you scared of going back? You didn't have your old clients. You were starting fresh again. So you had the job security.
Right.
Weren't you scared?
I wasn't really that scared because I'm still single. I don't have any. I don't have a family yet to provide. So it's kind of a blessing for me as well, that I'd be very. Would easy for me to transition from freelancing to corporate job. But the journey was not that easy. After deciding to quit the corporate job, before that I was like I prepared for like 3 months for that. I saved a lot. I saved money for 3 months. Just for example, it would be hard for me to go back in freelancing. So that's one thing I did. Also, I really made sure that before quitting the corporate job, I already have that profile. I already have that resume, everything that I need to go out there and look for a freelance job.
So you were fully prepared. You had
Yes, you
like
had
3 months emergency fund.
Yeah.
And you had your Upwork profile
Yes.
and everything set up.
Yes.
And was that? But before you quit, you enrolled in the boot camp, or was it after you quit?
Uh, Actually, it was my last month in the corporate job, and I already prepared. I already enrolled in the VA bootcamp. By the way, guys, before anything else, I'm also thankful to Jason here because he was the one who really made an impact in my life and who really made me who was a motivation for me to go back and freelancing. So I owe you my life, bro. Not really a freelance life.
Yeah, freelance life, and I'm I'm very, you're very welcome. I'm seeing you succeed. Once again, Glenn was one of those guys who really motivated me to start the bootcamp. So seeing his success was very satisfying for me. And he also went on to the 100K program and was very successful there. But let's get back to that later. So you were in your last month. You had 3 months emergency fund. You enrolled in the boot camp. And I'm just curious. I'm not fishing here, so you can be honest. I'm just curious, like when you were first freelancing, the first time you went freelancing, and then the second time you went freelancing, you already had the boot camp accelerated. Was there a big difference? Did it really have an impact? Considering you already had experience, did it really have an impact on your freelance career?
Yeah. First is that because in the first part of the video, you were asking us like, what is your motivation? Why are you here? So it kind of like built a foundation in my freelancing journey. So I really made sure why I'm doing this and what are the things that I need to prepare and everything that was really helpful. So before that, when I was just into freelancing myself, I didn't really have any direction. I was just happy that I have a freelance job. That's it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of freelancers are like that. We both know freelancers as well in church. We know a couple of freelancers, and we know that some freelancers, they don't really have that direction. They're just happy to get a paycheck.
Right.
But once you have that direction, that's when you can really grow. That's when you can really like go on the road to 100K or whatever.
Right.
So you went back into freelancing.
Yes.
And you started working as a Thrive. Well, you didn't go into Thrive Themes. Sorry, Thrive Themes right away. You went into WordPress.
Yes, WordPress.
This is because you already knew WordPress from before, right?
Yes.
And how did you? Right now, you're doing Thrive Themes. You're still focused on that, right?
Yes.
How did you transition? From basic WordPress, because that's already like a specialization. Like WordPress is a specialization, but you went even more specific into Thrive Themes. So what was the line of thinking there?
Well, it was kind of a discovery for me because WordPress, because back in Upwork, I had a client who gives me a lot of work from using WordPress, but Jason here asked me to help him with one of his clients to build a website, and my process was different to his, and he kind of like introduced me to do this and do that, and I realized that why not do this? Why not change the process that I was doing? And then after that, I discovered that Upwork also has a high demand on designers or WordPress users or developers who is using Thrive Themes. So after changing my profile to Thrive Themes expert, or after I started to be an expert at something inside Upwork, it kind of changes everything.
What do you mean by it changes everything?
It kind of boosts my profile Upwork and outside Upwork. I made clients in Upwork and outside Upwork using a Thrive theme, using Thrive themes. And for all you know, it's important to really specialize in something and make yourself an expert to it. So that's the tip.
Become an expert
Yeah.
in a specific area. But most people they're not really sure what they want to become an expert in.
Yes.
Like, when and I use this analogy, like when you're the first time you have ice cream, you don't know what your favorite flavor is, right? So how would somebody find out what they should be an expert in? Because we get that question a lot, like, should I become an SEO? Should I become a web designer? Should I become a writer? So what's your advice there?
Well, find your sweet spot. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do online. There's a lot of jobs out there you can do. You can try to test everything out and see if see if you can find work that really motivates you to do a good job, or to find something that you really love doing. That's it. And for me, I love to use WordPress to build website, but I found another love in Thrive themes, because it was easy. It was maximizing the designer side of me, and then after that, that's really my advice. So really find your sweet spot. Never be afraid to test and learn things, and after that you will, and try to observe yourself where you kind of fit in the picture, because you cannot do everything.
Yeah, you can't really do everything. You can't be an expert at everything.
Yes.
We also teach that a lot. So how did you, I know the answer to this already, but let's share it with everybody. How did you learn WordPress and, web design? Because I didn't have, when you learn WordPress, I didn't have the course yet.
Yes.
So where did you learn WordPress?
Mostly I learned from experience. But basically, there was one day that I found a good tutorial in YouTube. I just followed it, and it was like 3 days marathon for me. I never sleep. I never rested after I finished everything that the guy taught. So after that, I learned a lot, and I learned more when I started to do my own projects and clients project. And I could say I learned by doing.
You learn by doing.
Yeah, as they say, experience is the best teacher.
Exactly. You learn the foundation from, you have courses, you have tutorials. But
yes. And also I downloaded a free ebook about HTML and CSS.
Oh, yeah.
That was like for just the foundation. So it's good to really have a good foundation.
Yep. You have to have a strong foundation.
Yes.
And then the rest. The foundation, though, is like, it's so little, I think, when it comes to the actual work.
Yes.
But it's necessary to have that foundation, in my opinion.
Yes, and if you have to spend for a good foundation to learn on. I mean, the things I learned for my foundation, it's not always free. You have to pay for good tutorials out there, because before WHR there was a lot of already good online schools that you can enroll to. So I enrolled in one of them, and I learned a lot.
You enrolled in, what was that? I forgot.
First it was Treehouse.
Yeah, Team Treehouse.
Team Treehouse.
Team
Right.
Treehouse.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember their tutorials.
Yes.
And they have some
Yeah.
fun tutorials as well.
Yeah.
They dive deep.
Right.
PHP. That's something I don't really do. We just dive deep into the PHP stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you enrolled there, and that's where you built your foundation. You got
Yes.
the rest through experience.
Yes, and reading. Lots of reading.
Lots of reading, lots of research, and so it's not so easy, because a lot of people think You know, a lot of newbies think, you know, when they get into freelancing, you know, they're gonna get money. It's so easy. But you're based on your experience. It's not. It takes a lot of time to learn. So how long did it take you to learn all this stuff? Just the foundation, of course. The experience you have.
It was like just 1 to 3 months. It's just a very short time because that time I was really into it. I mean, I gave my heart to learn more about it. So
and full-time learning?
Yeah, no, it wasn't really full-time learning because I was still in my 5th year in computer engineering class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that time I already imagined myself to work as a web developer. even our course didn't taught us about it. So
I spent 5 years computer engineering.
Yeah.
But you know, it's an experience.
Yes,
it's not wasted.
Yes, because in engineering you get to learn process, procedural things and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, there's Galai Lab and Charm Dealer are asking which ebook did you?
It was, if I can remember correctly, the title would be Head First HTML and CSS.
Head First HTML
by O'Reilly.
O'Reilly books.
Yeah, O'Reilly books. You know that?
Yeah, I don't really like their books because they're very technical. Tony Montano is asking, do you still code for animating your website?
No, I still do codes, but it's really minimal because in Thrive themes they have a lot of features that you can just drag and drop, and that's the good thing about it. What's the good thing about it is because you can say to your clients now that they can do it on their own,
and you can teach them how
to
make changes in the future.
Yes.
Charm is asking, how long did it take you before you considered specializing in Thrive themes?
How long?
Yeah, how long did it take you?
After I've known Thrive themes, I jumped right into it.
And then you learned when I gave you that project.
Yeah. So if to be exact, siguro you can like make 2 WordPress themes from scratch, and after that jump to Thrive themes.
Yeah, but you fell when you tried out Thrive themes, you fell in love with it, right?
Yes.
And then that's why you specialized. I remember when we were working with Thrive themes, and Glenn told me, "Ninduta anymore."
Yeah, I was really amazed because the process it cut a lot of time for the process, so it was kind of for me a real time to design the website and pass it on to the client and ask for feedback, and then after that, so there was less coding for me there, so it was great.
Yeah, the process I taught you, I teach it also in the website course actually.
Yes.
Same process. Shoden is asking, all of my sites are driven by Thrive. How fast did it take you to gain the experience with Upwork? And there's a follow-up question. What made you gravitate to Thrive themes as a chosen expertise? And did you have specific training? Can we go back to the first question a little bit? First question by Shoden, how fast did it take you to gain the experience in Upwork? And second is, did you get any specific training for Thrive themes?
First is how fast in Upwork. It was only like 1 month, and then after that it went crazy. I mean, I got a lot of invites, and the question again for the Thrives, the Thrive.
Yeah, did you
experience?
Any training?
Training? No, I just followed their blogs, and from there were a lot of how-tos to use their product, and I was really, you could say, faithful in reading all of those blogs, and I learned a lot from it.
Yeah, you can spend hours reading blog posts.
Yes, because their tutorials are really good.
And I think they're coming up with courses soon as well.
They have a new they have a new technology right now. They upgraded their content builder to, they call it Thrive Architect.
Yeah, I tried it out a few days
It's
ago.
awesome, very awesome.
It's really great.
Oh my God, I should get a referral with it from Thrive Teams.
Well, I'm the one who introduced
Shane?
you to Thrive Team, so I should get affiliate commissions for this. And I tell everybody, like other business owners as well, so they should, Thrive Team, if you're watching this, you know, you should be giving us affiliate commissions. But transitioning a little bit, it reminds me of like your rate before when you were just doing WordPress. Was would you be okay sharing like?
Yeah, sure.
Before you went into Thrive Teams,
yes.
What was your hourly?
I didn't really mind about the hourly rate. I was just happy with, like earning like $5 an hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
And then after you specialized.
After I specialized, I tried to kind of play around with it. So I tried $15, and then there was still a lot of clients inviting me, and then $25, and then there's still clients inviting in. After that, I got a lot of fixed price projects. So basing on that one,
and then this is around the time you enroll also in the road to 100K.
Yes, that was the time when I was still doing the bootcamp and also working at the same time.
So like right now, like after all that, and this was around less than a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Less than a year ago.
Yes.
So and you've gone through the bootcamp, you've gone through the 100K, you've learned these secrets. What's your hourly rate right now?
Right now it's only 45. $45.
You're only 45.
It's $45 an hour.
And why are you saying only? Because you also had it.
Yeah, I tried $75 an hour. I still got a lot of invites for a job, but they couldn't really afford for $75. But after doing their job, one project for that specific clients, I gave them another option that they can business stuff.
Yeah, and then you settled on 45 because that's where clients can afford you.
Yeah, no, not really. It is just for the clients to have the courage to invite me to their job, and after that I do all the negotiation, business talk, and this is what you get,
And then you can raise your rate.
Yeah, you can raise your rate because you have the right to do that because you are an expert.
Because you're an expert.
Yes.
Exactly. Isn't that what I thought?
Yeah.
those kind of secrets.
Yeah, those tips I'm giving you for free is from the 100K course that he is offering.
100K program. I remember what slide that's in. We have a couple of other questions here. Bernard Asia is asking if you've checked out Thrive University?
Yes, I don't really I know that there's a Thrive University, but I seldom visit that place. I just follow the blog.
I haven't.
But if there are specific things that I want to learn, like just to improve on something, I can always go and Thrive University. There are a lot of good stuff there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot
you can
of
learn.
Good stuff. I agree. RA Formal Sale is asking, do you use your own Thrive themes for your clients, or do they have their own? I think he's asking for the purchasing of.
Yes, mostly they have their own license, because if you offer that license to your client, you would have to pay for what they call it, agency license from Thrive Teams.
Yeah.
Just to be legit.
Yeah, just to be legit. We should follow the
Yes, because your reputation is priceless.
Exactly. You don't want to cheat Thrive.
Yeah.
The Thrive Teams company. Anna is saying, I want to thank Glen Gallarde. He gave me my first direct client kahit di pa kami magkakilala. Masyado nagulat ako, nag-PM siya giving me a client. So
yeah, I know that. I know her. Ate Anna. Hi.
Hi Anna. Special mention. Bernard is asking, what plugins are you using? So I guess aside from the basic Thrive plugin, Thrive Architect, there's Thrive Lead, use Thread Lead.
Yeah,
what
Thrive
else?
Leads,
Thrive Leads.
Ovation. There are a lot of plugins already inside Thrive Themes that you can use for conversion focused websites. But the usual plugins like Contact Form 7, the regular Yoast for SEO,
Yeah.
that stuff.
The basic.
Yeah,
The
basic.
basic plugin. So we have, aside from Thrive, we have Contact Form 7. We
Yeah,
have
Yoast. In I think it's called
Advanced Custom Forms.
yeah, custom
ACF
forms.
or Advanced Custom Forms. That's another one, but that's a little bit more technical.
Yeah.
Than the others. What else?
Duplicator for transferring a WordPress site to another domain.
For migrating websites,
Yes.
we have Duplicator.
WP Security, I think, or the one for backup.
I use Updraft Plus.
Yeah,
That's what I
Updraft.
use.
Yeah, that's what I used to.
Oh, you're using Updraft Plus as well. What else? What else are the basic themes? Basic plugins.
Basic. I think that's it.
Yeah. The ones we usually
Yeah,
install.
essential plugins.
Yeah, the essential plugins for client websites.
Yes.
Are those ones. Now, once again, guys, if you have any questions, please note them, and to the staff, please put them in the Discord room so that I can read them as well to Glenn, and we can, he can answer them live. All right,
Awesome.
so right now, you're pretty accomplished in your freelance
Thank you.
career.
Glory to God.
Yeah, amen. You've been so blessed with your clients, your learnings. You've also put in, the work.
Yeah, effort.
You've done the effort. You took time to learn. You took months to learn. You enrolled in different courses. You invested in yourself, and it's paid off really well. Now, what are your plans moving forward? Do you have any?
Yeah.
Are you just going to continue where you are right now, or do you have any big plans?
Well, this is also one thing I've learned from Jason is to scale up. Use your what you have right now to build a business. So my plan really is to really scale up. I want to also have my own team working for me. I want at the same time I want to teach them, and at the same time they would help me in helping me with some of the clients that needs their website done, because right now I can only do so much of the projects that I have right now, so I need a team for me to work with. And my goal also really is to find a passive way of getting an income, or passive income stuff, like that one, making your brand as a business.
So you're still working on building that business brand.
Yes.
But yeah, that's pretty much where you need to go.
Yeah.
Because you're limited in your time.
Yes.
And you can't really raise your rates without losing clients, like what you mentioned.
Yes. I also have a life,
you also have a life. You're single. So girls. He mentioned he's single, and you like going on vacation, and you also one of the reasons is you also wanted to devote more time to the Lord as well.
Yes. Actually, I met with Jason when we were both serving in the ministry. He was our drummer, and I was the guitarist, and so I asked him, and that's where everything started. Everything started from the Lord.
Amen. The ministry of the Lord brought us together.
Yes. Amen.
And Glenn's a very devoted Christian as well. We have a couple more questions here. Leanne Koliko is asking, do you have any resources links for web designers in general, not only in Thrive Themes, because I also plan on specializing with Divi?
Yeah, I can give you good sources to learn web development. I'll put that in my to-do list, and I'll send it to Jason.
Yeah, and we have, you can also put it in the chat or in the
Yeah.
By the way, guys, join our chat room. It's a very active chat room.
Yes.
So that and you're not there yet, but I'll make sure that you do get in the chat group.
All right.
Tony is asking, you said you have invitations from clients. How do you attract clients?
Well, it is one also. A lot of things I learned from Jason is to really make your profile look good. First is to get a good headshot of the profile picture, and then in the position in Upwork, you really have to specialize in something, or you have to be specific in the position that you want to work on, and make sure that you take exams, just the basic exams, because in my profile app Upwork it's only the basic stuff, and also make your the description, or what's it again?
The overview.
Yeah, profile overview good. Jason taught me how to write in AIDA style. AIDA, you will learn that if you enroll in a course. It's really effective. Even Thrive Themes, they thought about AIDA, and yeah, but the first time I heard it was from Jason.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and those are some really good tips.
Yes.
If you have a very strong profile, you can attract clients. Well, of course, you have to have your reviews, your feedback. But one thing I also want to answer Tony's question on my end. One thing that you can do is make sure that when clients visit your profile, they say, wow.
Yes.
You want to create that wow experience.
And to do that, you also have to upload your portfolio. Even if it's not something, or even if the project didn't came from a client, you can make your own portfolio as a project, and then you can put that in Upwork.
Exactly, especially for those that are new, like web design or whatever field. Even if you haven't worked for clients, you can create your own samples, create your own websites, and upload those. That's a very good tip as well.
Yes.
Rick Say Kasedanyat is saying, nakakatuwa si Sir Glenn, tawa ng tawa. Haha. Tsaka genuine talaga yung smiles niya. Genuine smiles daw. Bernard Asia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rick Say. Bernard Asia, how about security plugins? Do you use like WP? I forgot the other, but I can't remember. But there are like the firewalls.
Yeah.
I can't remember. The one that stops the virus, the malware and viruses. There's one very popular one.
I forgot.
Yeah, we see it all the time.
Because those plugins, the security, or for anything that you will use in WordPress, you have to research on it first, because the technology is really rapidly changing. So if I say right now Thrive Themes is really good, we don't really know if next month they're still #1. So if you use a plugin, you have to research on it, if it's still working, if it's still updating, So for me, I don't really have a list of plugins that you must choose, because every week we have new plugins that they introduce. So it's really up to you to study on it and make sure that if you use it, it would really benefit your website or your client's website.
And that's as a developer or in a lot of freelance fields, you have to keep learning.
Yeah.
That's one reason, you have to keep studying on your own, keep learning. Because if you don't, you'd be left behind.
Right.
Pretty much. And that makes it very open for newbies to come in, because they can learn pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I think you need to have a little bit here for the camera.
Yes, that's
newbies
right.
can come in and learn these new technologies.
Yeah. For the newbies, you don't need to learn a lot of stuff because as for me, when I was a newbie, I thought that I had to really go back and learn a lot of stuff. But right now, you can learn in a forward manner. I mean, you want to learn what is current and what is hot in the freelance or web design and development world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can just focus on that.
Yes.
And
you just need to just understand the foundation, and then you can go ahead and learn the new stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, Rick Say is asking, did you stick to Upwork or do you have direct clients as well?
No, I didn't. After Upwork, I already, some of the clients, they decided to transition in to work with me directly. So why not? So so I still do Upwork, but currently most of my clients are direct.
But most of them came from Upwork.
Not mostly, but I think half.
Around half. And
Yeah.
the other half, how did you get them?
I they knew me because of referrals.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth. That's really important, guys. That even if you're doing a client a very small job, you make sure that you do it in an excellent manner, because you'll never know, they have friends that who needs a developer or someone. They would really mind to refer you if you do them a good job.
Yeah, and a lot of business owners know they know each other.
Yes.
So yeah, you do want to build that reputation.
Yes.
Build that
right.
positive feedback. But you also got direct clients from LinkedIn.
Yeah, I got from LinkedIn, right now from my website, and mostly referrals from my previous clients.
Yeah, and referrals are good because you don't, like, when you pitch a new client, you have to impress them. You have to make a presentation sometimes. But when it's word of mouth, it's very easy most of the time.
Yes, because your previous client already did the pitching for you. So you'll just so when they refer you to someone, you'll just have to do your job well, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a closed deals already.
Yes.
Alexis Asia is asking, pwede din po gumawa ng platform na teaching online? Well, yeah, you can. I don't think that's a question. He's just stating that. How do you find RA from Museo asking? How do you find Thrive Architect now? Have you really explored it yet, or have you really explored Thrive Architect yet?
What's that?
Thrive Architect.
Yeah, I know the Thrive Architect.
But have you checked out all the features?
Yeah, I'm currently using it right now. It's really more advanced than Thrive Content Builder. One thing I love the new Architect right now is that they have this setting where you can set it on iPad, on mobile, so that more or less you can really check if the design would work well in any screen size device. And yeah, I would advise everyone using Thrive that to use Architect, even though before it was launched, they already gave us an access for the plugin.
Yeah.
It has a lot of bugs. I even sent a report, and then they thanked me that I found that kind of bug. So, but right now it's fixed. It's doing well for Thrive Architect, and I'm loving using it.
Yeah, when it first came out, a lot of my pages got broken as well.
Really?
Yeah, I had to redo some of the pages, like some images were missing and things like that. So I had to redo some stuff. But yeah, it is working very well right now.
Yes.
I agree. If you're, it's like really amazing. Ada Santos, hi Glenn and Jason, do you get clients? Oh, this is asked earlier. Do you also have local clients? If so, is your rate the same for local clients?
I don't have I cannot say it's a client, because one thing that I do is I find a local or a non-government
NGO.
NGO. I offer them free website. I had one. It's called JCI Womandawe. I offer them a free service just to give back in the community. So they're local. They're from here, but they're not paying for anything. It's for free, and it's good because it's also good to help them. You know, they would also refer you. Well, but that's a good side.
Yeah,
But my motive was really to give, just to give back.
Yeah, and we also worked on the church website.
Yeah, my local one of my first local client was Jason.
Well,
He was he trusted me to work with his website, so I was also honored to do that, and yeah.
and I knew you could do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, the church website, we worked on that.
Yes,
together.
yes. Our church also needed a website, so we first worked on it. But right now they're doing the maintenance and stuff.
Yeah, I remember when we first worked on the WFHR site. It's very different right now.
Yeah.
We made a lot of changes.
Wow, grabe. The Work From Home roadmap website was really amazing. It was really a miracle for me because it kind of opened up a lot of learning for me, kind of opened up doors of opportunities from other clients. So it was kind of a blessing as well.
That's great to hear, and that's how. A lot of the times, that's how you find your specialization. That's how you find your niche. It's just working with clients, and then a light bulb goes off. There's like this moment that you realize, you don't plan for it. You're not really looking for a specialization, but you suddenly realize, hey, I can really focus on this, and I can do this.
Yeah.
Do this really well.
Yeah, that's kind of like finding your sweet spot, wherein you are working. You would know that it is a sweet spot when you're working, and at the same time you're really motivated to work.
You're really having fun.
Yes, you're having fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can definitely attest to that. In different areas I've worked in, like in online marketing. I'm more of online marketing. And I love doing. I could do, like, I know web development.
Yeah, he's like over the place,
I know like a little bit of everything, but I focus more on online marketing because it's for me it's more fun. You enjoy Thrive, and not everybody will enjoy Thrive or online marketing. Some people really enjoy writing.
Yeah.
Some people enjoy social media. So you'll know when you find the one, right, Glenn? You'll know when you find the one.
Yes.
Single. You'll know when you find it or her.
It, alien.
All right. Let's see if you guys have any more questions. Let us know down below in the comments down below, and we'll have them shared in our discussion here. Now, you mentioned that you're looking to grow. You're looking to start an agency.
Scale up.
Well, you didn't say agency, but it's kind of like an agency, right? If you're going to have these other people under you.
Yeah.
Have you started working on that yet?
I have friends who work for me as a content writer for my clients. So I just refer them, and it kind of works that way. I have them on my list, and if there's a client that wants me to do content stuff, I don't say no to it. I just refer it to a friend of mine.
So you're slowly building that network.
Yes.
That you can use to really grow the agency.
Yes.
The Glen Gallarde brand.
Yeah.
GlenGallarde.com. That's the website.
That's the
and
website.
You can see the picture, the headshot there of you standing. Check out the picture, guys. You'll like the picture when you see it. And GlenGallarde.com. You'll see Glenn, in that suit. Tie and vest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that your profile picture right now?
No.
Oh, you changed it again.
Yes.
What are you? Is it Barong?
No, I'm half naked. No, joke. Right now, my profile picture.
Yeah.
Profile picture is just a casual.
Oh, you're back to the casual look.
Yeah.
Chill,
casual,
relax.
Chill.
All right. Bernard Asia, up to how many po yung Thrive agency to create web pages for clients? Free domain na din po ba para sa clients? Well, this is more of Thrive agency questions.
No, it's not free domain. When you get the Thrive agency license, I think you will have the full Thrive theme suite. It's just only
Unlimited, right?
the theme and the plugins, but no domain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlimited use.
Yes, for your clients.
Yeah, I enrolled in that for 1 month, but I didn't use it since I don't take in clients anymore. Shoden loves the tap to call on your website. Swabe daw. Yeah, you can. There's if you're on mobile, you can just press the button and it'll call.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if it's updated because Thrive Architect is really new and some of the pages in my website are not yet updated.
So you're using a US number?
No, it's a local number. Yeah, I think it's someone's calling right now. Yeah. No, it's only a friend.
Someone just clicked on the. But yeah, you should get that. You should get that US number.
Hopefully soon.
Yes, just get Skype out.
Yeah.
$6 a month, I think.
Really?
Or $8 a month, something like that. Yeah, you get that US number so that US clients will feel more comfortable calling you.
Yeah.
And are you usually working with US clients?
Yeah, US clients and some are from Australia. Yeah.
What can you say about the cultural differences between American and Australian clients?
Well, they're both the same. When you say something, you need to be specific. When you say you'll finish this, you don't just say you'll finish this, but you'll have to say a date or you give a date. And once you give a date, you have to commit on that. And one thing I notice is that they really love it when you really have an open communication to them. If there's a problem or you have a question, you have to ask them. You have to tell them everything. You need to update them. If you're going out to see your friend and you're not able to work with it, you can just tell them bluntly. And if it's and they'll understand. As long as you already have that level of relationship wherein when you say you do this, you can always deliver. So yeah.
You want to make you deliver on your promises.
Right.
And that gives you that ability to have that leeway. Like if you want to,
Yes.
You're having coffee with somebody, you can tell a client,
Yeah.
that, hey, I'll work on this later.
Yeah, because one thing I noticed is some of these clients share to me that they have this they have previous experiences from a Filipino worker who instantly disappeared. So and I also am guilty of that. Before I did that with one of my clients. I disappeared without any explanation and stuff, but it's not really good. It will hurt you. I paid for that.
It will hurt you.
Yeah.
If you disappear. It hurts the clients a lot too.
Yes.
These are business owners.
Yes.
And they rely on you to do a certain task to get a certain project done.
Yeah.
And if you disappear, it messes up the business itself.
Right. It's better if you tell them honestly if you cannot do it or not, rather than you keep them hanging.
Exactly. Rather, sometimes they'll wait for you, and I hear this complaint a lot about Filipino freelancers in particular. The freelancer doesn't warn their clients, and then 1 week later they come back. But when it comes to a business, every day matters.
Right.
So you want to let your clients know if there are going to be delays. If you can't do something, like you said, let them know right away.
Yes.
If you have to attend like a family event, you should let them know.
Right.
Or even things like typhoons and things, you can let them know, hey, there might be a problem with the connection.
Yeah, there's no problem with that. You just really have to have an open communication. Just be honest. If there's things that you cannot do or you can do, just be honest. That's it. It will go a long way with your relationship with your client.
Yeah, I totally agree. And when you build those relationships, that's when you get the word of mouth.
Yeah.
And you get referred to other clients.
Right.
Because I've worked with a lot of clients myself. I know a lot of clients personally.
Yeah.
And I'd say one of the biggest factors in a client referring you to other people is that communication.
Right.
You know, you're even though if you're not the best skill wise, you know, you may not be the best, but if you have great communication, they end up really liking you, and that's when they refer you to other people rather than somebody who's very skilled, but you know, disappears for days. That's who they wouldn't refer.
Right, and they really hate it if you're not open with their communications. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Bonnie Suarez says, Glenn, idol.
Bro, yeah. I think he's a friend.
He's a friend of yours. Idol daw. Okay. Let's see if we have any other questions here. I don't think we have any other questions. One thing I do want to announce, though, this is the official announcement to everybody that we're opening the Road to 100K Masterclass Wave 2. Glenn was a successful graduate of Wave 1.
Wave 1. Represent.
And you should have a lot of Wave 1 classmates watching right now.
Yes.
So we're opening up Wave 2. If you want to check it out, just go to wfhr.io/100K and we'll get you on that journey to becoming a 6-digit freelancer. Like, you know, Glenn's earning pretty well. Let's not get into specifics, but you know, you're very happy with what you're earning right now.
Yes, very much compared to before. Yeah, very happy. Thank you, Lord.
I'll say very happy with what he's earning right now, and a lot of that is due to, you know, the things you're able to apply in the 100K program.
Yes. And one thing I learned also in the program is it's not really important how many your client is, or I don't care if you have 100 clients, but what's important is even if you just have 1 or 2 or 3 clients, it's good enough as long as they're paying you good stuff, and that's really good. One thing I learned on that one is that if you have that kind of situation where you just have 2 or 3 clients working with you working, it's good because you can focus on them, and then at the same time you can provide value to their business. And when you provide value, then you have the right to ask for a good pay.
Higher rates.
Higher rates.
Quality over quantity.
Yes, quality over quantity.
That way you can, you know, if you do quantity, you know, you don't have, like you want to have a life as well. You don't want to keep working 24/7. So quality clients, keep those quality clients, and then you can, with those quality clients, you can even ask for higher rates.
Yes, and one thing you will learn also is that you will learn how to duplicate those kind of clients, those high-paying clients. One thing that you can, very important, that you will learn how to duplicate them to, you know, if you have one client paying you $1,000 a month, and in the program, Jason would tell you how to duplicate it.
How to find another one. The same kind of client. Because there are, you know, we talk about this in the program a bit, but, you know, sharing some of the secrets. There are clients who, there are 2 kinds of clients that we define. You know, there's the low-paying clients and the high-value clients.
Yes.
And the low-value clients are the ones who pay $3, $5, $6 an hour. But there are clients out there who are willing to pay $25, $50 an hour. You were able to get a $75 per hour client before. They exist.
Yes.
And we can teach you how to get those clients and duplicate them. Most people don't believe that they exist. Most freelancers, you know, when we say, clients are not willing to pay that much. Mga barat, that's the term, right? Barat ang mga clients. But they do exist. Like you only work with high value clients right now, right?
Yes, I only work for clients who give big projects right now, but before I'm also open to it. One thing I've learned also is that it doesn't really matter if it's big or small. What matters is that you do things excellently, because the big projects will follow when you do the small projects in an excellent manner.
Yeah, and these, but you have to make sure that the clients you're working for aren't these like the barat clients.
Yes, you would know.
Yeah,
that,
you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell if a client would afford you or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually during like even the job posting itself, you can tell what kind of client they are, and if not during the interview, you can tell. Have you ever? I haven't asked you this before, but have you ever like declined a client because you didn't like?
Yeah, a couple of times already. Some clients I declined, but some they offer me this kind of rate, but I accept it, but I changed the terms. I kind of level up their budget. So yeah, they would ask me why this, why are you asking for a higher rate compared to a lot of these freelancers who applied for this job. I just tell them now, I am what you see in my profile, and as you can read, the clients, they love the kind of work that I do, and most importantly, I give value to their business. And one thing I've learned from Jason is to tell them that you're not paying them for your time, but they're paying you for the kind of service that you give them. You give value.
Exactly. It's all about providing that excellent service, providing that the quality of the service that you provide. It's not, the hours don't matter anymore. It's about the service. It's just like, if you're, I think a good example is if you pay somebody to I don't know, fix your car, fix your car. It doesn't matter how long it takes. What matters is it's fixed properly.
Right.
The engine runs smoothly.
Yeah.
If somebody can do it in 30 minutes versus somebody who can do it in 30 hours, what you care about is that the engine works properly.
Yeah, quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity, exactly. Repeating that lesson. That's like
learn from you, bro.
The takeaway for today: quality over quantity.
Yes.
So, there's one last question here. Bernard's asking, for lead generation, what software are you using? Are you using any software on the site?
Thrive Teams, they have that.
Thrive Leads, right?
Yeah, Thrive Leads. They call it Thrive Leads. It's powerful. It works well with WordPress. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I use Thrive Leads as well. I really like the features of Thrive Leads, so I can agree with that statement. So we're closing out right now. I don't want to keep it too long. Now, as we're closing, do you have any last words of advice to those who are watching? Maybe those newbies or people who are interested in web design, or people who are interested in the 100K program. That's a lot of audiences, but just take your pick.
I just want to tell them to just make sure that whatever you do, make it to a point that you give your clients something that they would be happy. Actually, I already prepared for this answer. Even before you asked me, I think Jason would really ask me for this question. My answer is to really put yourself in the position of the client. If you provide a service for them, ask yourself, if you were the client, would you be happy to receive this kind of service from from the freelancer? And make sure that you provide excellence, quality job, even if how pay or how high paying you have that project. Make sure that you give them the best that you have.
Give that best service, give that best experience to the client. That's very good advice. No matter what level, even if you're a newbie, even if you're experienced, that's very good advice.
Yeah, because in freelancing, they have that, or the people not in the people who doesn't know about freelancing, they always have that thinking, you're a freelancer, how much do you gain? They have that that thought that when you are a freelancer, you earn a lot of money. So it's not. I'm not saying we're not getting a lot. We're getting a lot, but there are people as well that there's just getting the average. But whatever you are getting at in freelancing, make sure that you give your best, give quality service to every client that you meet.
Yeah, and even if you're not earning a lot right now,
Yeah, because the money will just follow.
The money will follow as long as you provide those great customer experiences.
Yes, right.
Totally agree. Very, very, very good advice. And I want to thank everybody who stayed with us, who's still watching right now. We had this special session. Let me know how you like it. We can't do this interview format with people from Manila because I'm from Cebu. I won't really travel for that. But I do want to thank everybody for staying on. I hope you learned a lot through this live interview with Glen. And we would really appreciate it if you could share this video on Facebook so that your friends and family could learn from this as well. I do want to remind everybody that if you I don't know if you can see this, but I do want to tell everybody that if you want to win this cute Flip shirt that I'm wearing, join our video challenge in the Flip Facebook group, and you can be one of 5 lucky winners who's going to win this shirt this month. Joining this video challenge will also help boost your confidence during interviews because it helps you practice being on camera and answering clients' questions as well. And if you're a newbie, if you don't know anything about freelancing yet, check out our 5-day free course over at freevacourse.com. For those that are more experienced in freelancing and want to level up, once again, we're opening the Road to 100,000 pesos a month masterclass. And you can check that out at wfhr.io/100K. We're accepting registrations now and we'll start on the first week of October.
Awesome.
Yep. Glen's one of the graduates, and you can be a graduate too, like Glen. You can get in touch with Glen, by the way, and the rest of the flippers over at our Discord chat. I'll post a link below to everything we mentioned today. And I'll see you guys next week for another JasSuccess interview. Thank you, Glen, for joining us. Thank you for this great interview. It's been an honor to be with you through this journey and to be a part of your success.
Yes. Yep. And also, I would like to take this opportunity, guys, to thank Jason here. Jason is really one of the guys here who motivated me to go back in freelancing. He was also one of my local clients, and thank you, Jason, for everything that you have done. And I really believe in you, sir. And there are a lot of people out there that you have already helped and will help more. And yeah, thank you, Jason, for having me here.
You're very welcome. Your kind of success is the reason why I do this.
Awesome.
So thank you. Thank you for being successful.
Thank you.
Guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye.